Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome inside Kennedy Gymnasium, home of the Manhattanville Valiants, where tonight the Valiants will play host to the Devils of FDU-Florham. Welcome tonight to Manhattanville's broadcast of Manhattanville men's basketball. Casey Sherman bringing you the action here tonight. Tyson Agler joining us here in just a few moments. Manhattanville and FDU were both eliminated from MAC Freedom postseason play. Manhattanville eliminated last week. FDU a short while ago as well. But both of these teams still have something to play for this year. The Valiants are only graduating one senior, and these last few games give them a chance to get some experience, some game speed experience for some of the freshmen on this team. Some of these freshmen that see some significant minutes, such as Dwayne Frazier and JoJo Cobbs, try to build some cohesion on this team for next year. Like we said, bringing back nearly everybody, only graduating one senior, in this core group of players will be coming back from Manhattanville next year. And for FDU, they're trying to break an 8-game losing streak and also build some confidence going into the end of the season. Both these teams, 2 games remaining on the schedule this year. Manhattanville 17-9 all-time against the Devils. They've won 6 straight against FDU. The first matchup this year, back on January 25th, Manhattanville was 72-65 win over the Devils inside the Ferguson Recreation Center on the road at FDU. A few moments away from tip-off, and Tyson Agler joining us now. Tyson, like we said, both these teams still have some stuff to play for despite being eliminated from the postseason. What are you trying to look for here in this game?
Definitely when you see teams like this that, as you mentioned, eliminate from postseason, your season's ending after this year. The head coaches and staff are looking at who's going to step up and still play hard, who is going to be the underclassmen that could have some potential going into next year, what are going to be some things you can work on and try to build off, maybe gain a few good wins to end the season, use those as building blocks going into next season.
Let's get to know both these teams a little bit better here as we head towards tip-off. First for FDU, they're led by 11th year mentor Peter Marion. He's assisted by Greg Fahey and Evan Ward. The Devils average 67 points a game on 41% shooting. They do just shoot 29% from beyond the arc. So a big matchup in this one. Manhattanville boasts the best three-point defense in the MAC Freedom, while FDU has the worst three-point offense in the conference. We'll see how that plays out on the course of tonight. The defense has struggled a bit this year for the Devils. They allow over 76 points a game, and like we mentioned a few moments ago, they're on an 8-game losing streak, just 2 wins on the road this year. So we'll see if the Devil defense is able to get something going here tonight. Some players to watch for FDU. First, 6'3" senior forward Dante Ali. He's second on the team, just under 12 points a contest, 8 rebounds a game. He scored 25 against Misericordia earlier this year, and he's also grabbed 14 rebounds twice this season. A bit of an undersized forward, like we said, just 6'3", but he's very athletic and definitely causes problems for his opposition. 6' sophomore guard Anthony Mitchell leads the team in scoring. As we said, just over 12 points, just above Dante Ali. Just over 3 assists per game, and he shoots 39% from beyond the arc. He scored 26 earlier this year against Centenary, and he's tied for the team lead in three-pointers made with 31. And joining him atop the three-point category is 6'2" senior forward Derek Leoner. He averages 32 minutes a game, loves to let it fly from the outside, takes over 5 threes a game, over 130 threes attempted this season. And as we said, tied with Anthony Mitchell for the team lead in three-pointers made with 31, and averages just around 10 points per contest. For the Valiants, Pat Scanlon at the helm of this program, now in his 13th season. He's assisted by Brian Mirable and Joe Busaka. The Valiants average 64 points a game on 42% shooting, 32% from beyond the arc. And on defense, they allow 70 points per game. Players to watch for them, if you've been watching this squad all year, some familiar faces on this graphic. Freshman JoJo Cobbs averages double figures in his last 7 games, just 8.4 points per game on the year and 4 rebounds per game. Shoots 43% from the field, and his stats are skewed a little bit if you're just looking at him on paper. Limited playing time early on in the season, missed a few games due to injury, but back in the lineup for the second half of the season. He's really made an impact in conference play. Like we said, double figures on average in his last 7 games. Down low, junior forward Alex Tucci, third in the conference in scoring at 16.5 points per game. He's averaging over 17 in conference play, 9 rebounds per game, shoots 45% from the field. He can post it up, he can shoot from the outside. One of the most versatile players on this team for Manhattanville. And finally, freshman forward Dwayne Frazier provides a big spark off the bench, 6 points a game, 5 rebounds per game in just about 13 minutes, shoots 60% from the field. And Tyson, we mentioned it looking at some stats in the office this afternoon. Dwayne Frazier, if he would play an entire game, averages about 16 points, 13 rebounds. One of the major contributors on the offensive end for the Valiants.
Yeah, the fact that Frazier comes in limited minutes as a freshman, he's still able to grab 6 rebounds per contest is quite amazing. That the young freshman has already been a positive contributor for Manhattanville this season, and it looks like he's got a bright future for Manhattanville as well.
Definitely a bright future ahead, a bright future for a bunch of these young players from Manhattanville. Like we said, Charlie Nardone, the lone graduating senior on this team, they're going to return 4 of their starters next year. Charlie Nardone not in the starting lineup tonight, but typically a starter for this Manhattanville team. So 4 starters returning and a good group of incoming freshmen as well for Manhattanville. We mentioned it for the women as well, bringing in a solid freshman class next season, trying to make an impact. Now the starting lineups for both these teams. For FDU, they're going to go with a 2-guard, 3-forward setup. In the backcourt, it's going to be sophomore Anthony Mitchell and fellow sophomore Darren Davey. And down low, they're going to go with Ali in the center, and then he's going to be joined by 6'1" freshman Rajon Dixon and 6'4" senior James Moran. For Manhattanville, as we introduce their starting lineups, they're going to go with a similar setup. 2 guards, 3 forwards to try to match up with FDU. In the backcourt, it's going to be junior Dom Marina and freshman JoJo Cobbs in the starting lineup tonight. In the front court, Timmy Quinlan will get the call here at the forward position. And then down low, the 2 big men, 6'6" junior Brian Haggerty and 6'5" junior Alex Tucci. Quick note on Dom Marina, the first player since the 2010-11 season to eclipse 100 assists in a season. He eclipsed that mark last weekend when the Valiants went on the road. Last time they played 69-60, lost to Eastern down in St. David's, Pennsylvania this past weekend. So starting lineups introduced, final huddles here, and we are just about set to get underway here from Kennedy Gymnasium.
In case you mentioned some of the players to watch here, one player that to watch as well for Manhattanville doesn't have the best stats in the world is Timmy Quinlan. Quinlan leads the team in steals with 21 per contest. He's going to have the task of guarding Dante Ali tonight. He's done a pretty good job this season. We recall last weekend he was able to stop Kimbrough for Delaware Valley in the second half, and he held Shaquan Turk well below his season average in the loss to Eastern, so we'll see how he does against Ali.
Definitely one of the unwritten heroes for this team on the defensive end. As Ali and Tucci square off here, Tucci wins the tip and we're underway. Valiants will have the first possession of the night, and they get into their offensive set where they love to run their set plays and get things going on the offensive end. Cobbs gives it up to Haggerty, looking down low to Tucci against Ali. Jump stop, fakes, and puts it in for his first bucket of the day.
Alex Tucci.
Now the Devils looking to respond. Ali taking on Tucci into the paint. It looks to go to the left hand. He banks one off the glass. And back and forth, the 2 stars go here to start the game. Tucci and Ali trading buckets. 2-2 the score, 30 seconds into the contest. Now Tucci up top. Quinlan guarded at the wing by Moran. Looking inside, gives it up to Tucci. Bounce pass into the paint. Haggerty, that fadeaway off the mark, hit the side of the rim, and the rebound corralled by Moran. Now Moran hands this one off to Mitchell. Mitchell gives it up. Davey now, swing pass over to the corner is Moran. Up top now to Dixon. Dixon drives right, going against Haggerty. Haggerty, the big man, sends that one back. And the Devils will have 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Good job there by Brian Haggerty to stay straight up on that one and just deflect that one away.
Big size difference there as Dixon just 6'1", going up against the 6'6" Haggerty. Haggerty will win that contest more often than not. Now they're going to take a few more ticks off the shot clock here. Down to 7 on the shot clock on the impending inbounds play. Excuse me, now they're going to add some time to the shot clock, so there'll actually be 11 seconds for FDU. Mitchell to inbound, looking for help, gets it into Dixon. Up top now Moran. And now a stoppage of play, we'll get the call here.
Shot clock never started on that one. So they're going to take a few seconds now off of it.
And that's one of the snags you run into this late season scheduling. Manhattanville relying on student workers for the bulk of the work on game days. They do an excellent job here on the campus of Manhattanville. Just unfortunately, with the final week of scheduling the way it works out in conference play, playing on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, trying to keep the day open in case of makeups on that Thursday. A couple students have class tonight, so a new table crew called upon here tonight. As the Devils miss that jump shot, now the Valiant's looking to answer. Arena kicks it up top. Cobbs back to Haggerty. Arena will reset now with 17 on the shot clock. Hand off to Quinlan. Now Arena, now under 10 on the shot clock. Driving inside, kicks up to Haggerty. Now Tucci open. Thought about the deep three. Now gets Ali to the floor, spinning, and the finger roll goes in for Tucci.
Alex Tucci.
Dixon looking down low, gives it up to Davey. Davey going to work on Haggerty, goes with the right hand hook shot off the mark. Tucci the rebound. Arena pushing the tempo up court, slows things down now hands off to Quinlan and gets it right back. Tucci now guarded by Ali. He's got all 4 of the Manhattanville points early on. Cobbs. Pull up at the lane, gives it up to Haggerty. Haggerty from beyond the arc. Off the front of the rim, no good. Tucci deflects this one out of bounds. And now the call is going to go against Ali, as they're going to say the senior forward touched that one last, and possession will remain at this end of the floor with Manhattanville. Cobbs to inbound, gets it into Arena. Arena around a few defenders, now goes left. Left-handed finish off the glass is good. As Arena loves to go to that left side, use the basket for protection and put it home. Ali gives up to Moran. Now Dixon. Around the ball screen, dribbled that one off his foot, trying to keep possession, and goes off of his arm and out of play. Three minutes gone here from Purchase. Manhattanville an early 6-2 lead. Trying to improve to 9-15 on the year, 5-8 in conference play. Backdoor pass to Tucci, going up strong to the glass, got the friendly roll and the foul.
Nice backdoor cut there by Tucci. He went out like he was going to go three-point line, was able to get the defense on their heels, got to the basket, was able to convert the basket, looking to make a three-point play now.
And you talked about the impact Quinlan can have. Quinlan with a beautiful bounce pass, finding Tucci on that cut. A great look there by Quinlan, and Tucci unable to convert from the free throw line. Ali pulls down the rebound, now pushes back the other way. Straight at the hoop as Tucci a little bit slow getting back on that one, and Ali takes advantage and makes it 8-4. Arena guarded by Mitchell. Tucci has had his way with Ali early on. We'll see if they go back to him. Cobbs into the lane, gives it up to Tucci. Jump hook on the way, just a little too strong, and Ali the rebound. Now Mitchell back the other way. Up to Moran, off his leg and out of bounds. Devils had a look there on the fast break. 2-on-1, a good pass there by Mitchell. Moran just unable to handle it, and now the Valiants will look to take advantage and take their largest lead of the night. Arena goes left, now gives it up to Haggerty. The little floater is taken away by Davey. Mitchell crosses the midcourt line, and he'll go right at Arena, pulls up in the lane, high off the glass, nearly hit the shot clock, and Tucci will pull down the rebound. Now bounce pass down low. Arena finds Haggerty. The bank shot off the glass is good.
Yeah, another assist for Dom Arena as he's led the team in the give department.
Giants already with assists on 3 of their 5 baskets, and now the Devils will respond as Dixon drills the three-pointer. Handoff now to Cobbs. Arena gets it back. Haggerty finds Cobbs around the screen. Now uses another ball screen, gives it back to Tucci. Ali wasn't expecting the pass. Tucci into the lane, around Davey, and finishes at the hoop.
All Alex Tucci's start here, 8 points already for the big man.
Very similar start that we saw in the women's game early on, where Kendria Williams just went off for FDU, scoring a career high in the win. 32 points for Williams, 20 in the first half, and Haggerty sends another one to the wall, his second block of the half. And now the senior Charlie Nardone will check in for the first time. And Brian Haggerty coming off that block will get a quick rest here. 12-7 the score, 14:46 to play in the first half. .12 on the shot clock. Davey, backdoor cut. Mitchell finishes at the hoop and draws contact from Cobbs. And Mitchell a chance for a three-point play. A couple nice dishes by both teams here early on, leading to some beautiful assists. And Cobbs picking up the foul will head to the bench. Asen into the game for the first time for Manhattanville. Mitchell, a 79% free throw shooter on the year, gets that one in and out, no good. And Nardone the rebound. Quinlan at the top of the key now, gets it over to Arena. Arena around the screen, now swing pass over to Nardone. Down low, Tucci had it poked away, recovers, goes for the reverse and puts it home. Alex Tucci just absolutely having his way down low so far. Ali looking to respond. Tried to get around Tucci, affected the shot enough, a second chance for Ali, and then out. Now Tucci grabs the rebound. Asen trapped at the midcourt line, pulled up, now gets it across to Arena. Arena over to Tucci. Tucci tries from 3, puts that one in again, and Tucci is on fire.
Showing off that versatility. He goes down low last possession, able to get the reverse layup, and now he dials it up from three-point land.
13 points in the first 6.5 minutes for Alex Tucci. And Quinlan knocks that one away from Ali, and Tucci recovers and keeps it in play. Arena back the other way. Up top, Tucci tried to go for the alley-oop tip-in and got sent to the wall by Ali, and he will head to the free throw line.
Looks like Giants are just going to have a healthy dose of Alex Tucci here tonight. As you mentioned, FDU undersized going up against the big junior Alex Tucci. So he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Tucci with a 2-inch height advantage over Ali. And Ali, one of the taller forwards for FDU, trying to add to that height here as Eric Ray will check in for the first time, the 6'6" sophomore from Manahawkin. Dwayne Frazier also in for the first time for Manhattanville. Second attempt, no good from Tucci. Also checking in Jordan Gonzalez for FDU. Dixon now has it, now back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives right around Tucci and finishes with the right hand. High scoring contest so far, 18-11, over 7 minutes in. Tucci now pulls up for 3 again, that one well off the mark. Bit of a heat check there for Alex Tucci. Gonzalez will try his luck again, going right, this time into 3 Manhattanville defenders. And now the offensive rebound. And Nardone will be called for his first foul.
And will foul the 23-year-old Nardone, his first, team second.
Gonzalez will head to the free throw line, a 22% shooter on the year, just 2 of 9 from the charity stripe. First attempt on the way, and of course goes against the statistics and hits the first one. Second attempt on the way from Gonzalez, and he goes 2 for 2 from the line. And that's one way to help the free throw percentage when you have a limited number of attempts on the year. It's now an 18-13 game. Tucci now guarded by Gonzalez as the Devils will drop into about a 3-2 zone, something you don't see very often. Nardone tries his luck from beyond the arc, no good. And Dixon the rebound. Gonzalez in the corner looking down low to Davey. Had nice position there on Nardone and finishes on the lob pass there from Dixon. Once again, the Devils showing this zone. 3-2, 1-2-2, whatever you want to call it. Now cross court, Nardone up top, Tucci. He will go into the paint, pulls up. Now down low to Frazier. Frazier lost the handle on the entry pass. Picked up by Gonzalez. He splits the double team and Tucci knocks it away. Nardone corrals the loose ball. Back the other way, Nardone in the lane. Left hand finish off the glass and good. Nardone, his first bucket of the contest. Mitchell gives it up now to Dixon. Top of the key, it's Gonzalez. Back to Dixon now around the screen. Gives it up for Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint. Spin move, left hand attempt off the mark, but drew contact from Asen. And Mitchell will head to the free throw line.
And will foul one for Asen, his first, team's third. At the line for FDU, Anthony Mitchell, 2 shots.
Couple players set to check in after the first free throw. Haggerty and Cobbs will re-enter the game for Manhattanville. And on the Devils sideline, Ryan Rigby will check in for the first time. First attempt off the mark from Mitchell. I mentioned Mitchell, a 79% free throw shooter. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Second attempt from Mitchell. That one off the back of the rim. 0 for 3 is Anthony Mitchell from the free throw line so far. 20-15. Frazier has it at the top of the key, gives it to Nardone. Haggerty will spot up. Now it goes right, gives it up to Cobbs. Back over Nardone. In the corner, it's Asen. Drives in, now gives up to Cobbs from 3 on the right wing. That's good.
3 for JJ Cobbs.
Cobbs has really stepped up his three-point shooting here in the second half of the season. Leads the team from beyond the arc at 36%. And it's back up to an 8-point lead for Manhattanville. Ray, swing pass over to Dixon. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell drives right on Nardone. Gives it up to Gonzalez. Pull-up jumper in the lane, too short. Frazier with the rebound. Gets out of the double team, gives it up to Asen. Now the Viants with numbers. Asen had it knocked away from behind by Mitchell. And now the Devils will look to push the tempo the other direction. Dixon had it knocked away by Cobbs. Top of the key, three-pointer on the way from Rigby off the right iron and controlled by Haggerty.
Head coach Pat Scanlon wisely telling his team, slow it down, set your offense up.
A lot of back and forth action these last few possessions. Asen giving up the wide open 3, finds Nardone down low, can't finish. And the rebound will be controlled by Gonzalez, and he finds Rigby to keep the ball in play. Now Gonzalez the other direction. Asen knocked it away. It looked like a clean play. But he's going to get called for his second foul. And Gonzalez will head to the free throw line.
At the line for FDU, Jordan Gonzalez. He shoots 2.
First attempt, no good. Gonzalez off the mark. Michael Ryan checking in for the first time for Manhattanville. And set to check in for Gonzalez appears to be Tyler Christie. Second attempt, no good. The Devils struggling from the free throw line so far. Tyler Christie will be just his 10th appearance when he checks in. Averages just 3 minutes a game and just under a point a game. Not much playing time for Christie this year, but we'll see some action here tonight. That's something we talked about with your team eliminated from the postseason push, trying to get some experience for some of these guys. Christie just a sophomore. And Rigby gets the jumper to go from the right corner. Ryan into the lane, gives up to Frazier. Now Nardone thought about the three, and he will be fouled on the floor by Rajon Dixon. Third team foul on FDU of the night. Dante Ali will check back in along with Christie. And for Manhattanville, Alex Tucci back into the game, and into the game for the first time for Manhattanville will be Thomas Hickey. So both teams going with some players that have had limited action this year. For Hickey, this is just his 4th appearance. Also averages 3 a game, and that bucket is good. Once again, it's Alex Tucci. Dixon now with it. Gives it up to Christie. Christie goes left, changes directions, pulls up from the free throw line. Jumper on the way and good. Welcome to the game, Tyler Christie. First attempt goes down for him. Like we said, just averages 0.4 points a game. Nails his first attempt of the night. Tucci over to Ryan in the corner. Now Cobbs at the midway point of the shot clock. Pulls up, Ryan with it. Tucci from beyond the arc. Inside Hickey. He puts up a shot off the back of the board. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Devils, and they will push the tempo. Rigby over to Dixon for 3. That's good on the assist from Rigby. And it's back down to a 3-point game.
A lot of players stepping up for FDU that don't get a lot of scoring. Dixon, 6 points, only averages 4 per game. Gonzalez averages 3 per game. He's already at 4 points as well, too.
And now Dixon with a steal, trying to add to his total. Gets by Ryan and finishes with the left hand. It's a 1-point game. I mentioned Dixon at the top of the broadcast. Likes to let it fly from beyond the arc. He averages just about 10 minutes a game, but shoots over 3 threes per game. Put it home from beyond the arc to make it a 3-point game, and then that finish makes it a 1-point contest, and a timeout will be taken. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Dixon already doubling his season average, 4 per game. He's got 8 right now. So FDU's role players are the ones that are keeping them alive. And so far, Ali just with 4 points tonight, and Mitchell also with only 2, though.
Both teams shooting 50% or better from the field. FDU 10 of 20, Manhattanville 11 of 19. They both made 2 threes, but shooting a combined 30% from the free throw line. FDU 2 of 7, Manhattanville 1 for 3. Or else this game would be even higher scoring than it already is. The Devils, after trailing by 9, have gone on a 15-7 run, 7-0 run in the last minute. And that's cut it down to a 1-point game. Tucci goes up top. Once again, the lob coming from Arena, and a foul on the entry pass. And they're going to say it was on the floor. They're not going to give Tucci the benefit of the doubt on that one. Rigby charged with the foul. That's his first, the 4th on FDU. Quick stoppage to wipe up some moisture on the floor. Giants get this one into Tucci. Tucci already 16 points, 13 minutes into this game. His career high is 27. He set that in the last contest against Eastern. As he's been the spark on offense for Manhattanville, 16 of their 25 points. Ryan over into the corner, Cobbs. Thought about the 3. Now the Giants will reset with 8 on the shot clock. Hickey pump fakes, now goes up off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by Dixon. Mitchell back the other way. Christie from beyond the arc, that one's well short. Rebounded though by Ali, and he goes up again, no good. Now loose ball and ripped down by Hickey, but a jump ball is called as Christie and Ali got a hand on it, and the ball will stay with FDU with a fresh shot clock. Quinlan and Nardone back in for Manhattanville. Off the screen, Dixon in the corner. Pulls up from the baseline, and that's good, and the Devils take the lead, 26-25. Nardone back the other way, up strong to the hoop, and he gets that one to go with the right hand. And it's back on top for the Valiants. Mitchell to quarterback the offense here. Dixon on the right wing, gives it up to Christie. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell around the Ali screen, now guarded by Tucci. Thought about the isolation play, now gets it back. 8 on the shot clock. Gives it up to Dixon from beyond the arc. That's good. Dixon puts home another. The second for Dixon. And he's up to 10 points now, well above his season average. Nardone down low, Tucci got around the defender, and an easy finish there for Alex Tucci. He's got a game-high 18. Mitchell back the other way. Davey will check back in at the next dead ball, try to give some support down low for Tucci. Christie pulls up and gets the friendly roll, and Christie now up to 4 points in the contest. Cobbs on the right wing. Arena uses the Quinlan screen. Guarded by Christie, gives it down to Tucci. Tucci wide open again, he's got 20.
Alex Tucci from Town Arena.
Rigby gives this one up to Dixon. He'll pull up again. He's got the hot hand. That one too short. Tucci the rebound. Arena into the lane. Had that one knocked away by Dixon. He'll take it the other way. Dixon takes on 3 Manhattanville defenders. Finishes at the hoop, and Tucci is called for the block. Looks like he was in position, but may have been in the restricted area, which I believe is what the refs were looking at on that play.
Dixon now with a new career high, 15 points. He set his career standard last game against Delaware Valley, 14. Pretty good span of games here for the freshman forward. 12 points last week against Eastern, and then 14 over the weekend against Delaware Valley. He's now got 15 in the first half, so the freshman playing strong here as of late.
Seen a couple career nights here so far in both of these games in this doubleheader. As you said, Dixon, a career high now, 15 points in the first half for FDU. Tucci has 20 in the first half. His career high is 27. In the women's game, Kendria Williams for FDU set a new career high with 32, and Kalia McGuire for Manhattanville, a new career high with 25.
And her first career three-pointer as well.
Guys down by 2, looking to respond. Frazier inside on the look from Tucci. And he's doing it all on the floor right now. Now Tucci, 20 points, 5 rebounds, and adding an assist to his stat line now. Christie into the lane, and a travel on the floor. And a turnover. Manhattanville will have a chance to retake the lead. Cobbs will set up the offense. Arena out of the game right now, so Cobbs will be running the point. Over to Quinlan. Now Quinlan looking to set up. Cobbs, right wing, thought about the 3. Now gives it up to Tucci. Pull up from the free throw line. No good. Offensive rebound, second chance, puts it home.
Alex Tucci.
No need to remind you, already 22 points for Alex Tucci. Dixon will look to go back and forth and battle. Christie from beyond the arc. That's good. Christie now starting to heat up. 7 points for Tyler Christie, who averaged less than a point entering the game. Cobb's met by a few defenders there. Nardone, guarded by Dixon, will go into the lane. Goes up strong and an offensive foul as the charge was taken by Alex Hansen, who's into the game for the first time.
And to the dismay of head coach Pat Scalen and company, can't say I blame him on that one. Looked like Nardone went pretty straight up on that one, and a little bit of influence there by Hansen on the call.
James Moran back in for FDU. Tyler Christie will take a break with 7 points. 36-35 Devils, 3:04 to play in the first half. Mitchell brings this one up court, goes around the Davies screen, throws up a wild shot off the rim, no good. Frazier hauls in the rebound. Cobbs, Tucci was open in the corner, wanted it. Cobbs electing to slow down the pace of play. Now Quinlan trying to get it to Tucci. Tipped around and eventually Tucci comes down with it. And a foul against FDU. That will be their fifth.
His first, team's fifth.
And now back into the game is Dom Arena as Timmy Quinlan will check out at the 2:35 mark. Giants looking to go back on top once again. Had 5 lead changes, 4 ties in this first half. Nardone along the baseline. Out down low, it's Tucci. Met by a double team. Now nice look to Frazier who puts it in. Make it 6 lead changes in the half.
Great find there by Alex Tucci as he saw Dwayne Frazier wide open and was able to get it to the freshman.
Alex Tucci doing it all so far. Met with the double team, goes for the unselfish play. Finds Frazier. He's got 2 great looks now in the last few minutes for 2 assists on the night. And now a pull-up attempt on the way by Moran. No good. Second chance effort on the way from Hansen. Puts it in.
More back and forth basketball as FDU reclaims the lead now.
Dante Ali will check back in at the next dead ball, so Timmy Quinlan makes his way back off the bench. We talked about the defensive assignment at the top of the broadcast. Cobbs for 3. In and out. Got the friendly roll, and it goes down. Cobbs with 6 points, 2 threes on the evening for the freshman. Now back in the lane was Moran. Looked like a walk. And they're not going to get the call for the travel, and now the initial indication gives possession to FDU, and it will stay with the Devils with a fresh shot clock. Ali and Quinlan back in the game. Gonzalez will check in as well, as Hansen and Moran will head to the bench. Charlie Nardone checks out for Manhattanville. Mitchell set to inbound on the baseline. Looking for Ali, can't get it to him. Instead, it's Dixon. Now Gonzalez around the Ali screen, pulls up from the top of the arc, and nails the three-pointer. And so, Tyson, you said it, back and forth we continue to go. The Devils retake the lead with 60 seconds to play in the first half.
Gonzalez with his 5th three-pointer of the year on his 11th attempt. As now Arena going to try to respond with 3 of his own, unable to get it to go.
Quinlan hauls in the rebound. Up top, Cobbs. Gets by a defender and then ran into traffic and a foul on the floor. And so Manhattanville will keep possession now. 47 seconds to play and a fresh shot clock. Quinlan will inbound. Gets it into Tucci. Guarded in the corner by Ray. Up top, Quinlan. Back to Tucci. Tucci from beyond the arc on the way, just short. And the rebound hauled in by Davey. Five-second differential between the game and shot clock. Mitchell holds this one in the corner just in front of the broadcast area. Cobbs defending. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell drives right, handoff to Gonzalez. Now Dixon with Tucci on him now. Arena the switch. Mitchell pulls up from deep. That one on the way, and somehow Mitchell gets it to go.
Three-pointer, Anthony Mitchell.
Arena with a heave at the buzzer. It would not have counted either way. And FDU, a last-second heave from Anthony Mitchell gives them a 4-point lead, 44-40, as the teams head into the locker room for the halftime break. Lots of back and forth action in this one. 9 lead changes in the first half alone. 22 points for Alex Tucci, 15 points for Rajon Dixon. And we've got ourselves a ball game. 20 minutes of action to determine a winner in the second half. You're watching Manhattanville men's basketball on the Go Valiants TV network. 44-40 the score at the halftime break, and if you're just tuning in, you missed a doozy of a first half here in Purchase. 9 lead changes in the first half between these two squads. And we'll get to the stats in just a second. And Tyson, in the things you don't see every day category, Manhattanville shoots 60% from the field in the first half, 18 of 30. They commit just 6 turnovers, and yet they're down by 4 points at the half.
Yeah, it's tale of 2 different stories for Manhattanville. Their lead dog has been leading the way. Alex Tucci, 22 points to lead all scorers. Second closest is JoJo Cobbs at 6, and for FDU, it's been their role players stepping up. Dixon coming into the game averaged 4 points a game. He's got a career high 15. Tyler Christie on the year averaged less than a point a game. He's got 7. Jordan Gonzalez averaged 3 points a game. He's got 7. So it's been the role players stepping up for FDU, while the big man Alex Tucci doing what he does best, and that's getting points.
Dixon averages 11 minutes on the year, 4 points a game. He's got 15 at the break. And like you said, FDU has just had some players absolutely step up and take over in this game. Now for the stats at the half. Valiants, like we said, shoots 60% from the field, 3 of 8, 37% from beyond the arc, and 1 of 3 for 33% from the free throw line. They had 15 rebounds and they committed just 6 turnovers. For FDU, they shot 53% from the field, 67% from beyond the arc, 6 of 9, and just 29% from the free throw line, 2 of 7. 19 rebounds and 5 turnovers for the Devils. Individually, first for FDU, they were led 15 points by Rajon Dixon. They also got 7 points from Tyler Christie and 7 points from Jordan Gonzalez. Giants once again doing a good job of holding the star players in check for FDU. Dante Ali just 4 points in the half, and Anthony Mitchell with just 5 points in the first half for FDU. And the leaders for Manhattanville, like we said, 22 points for Alex Tucci. He's just 5 away from a career high, and we're only halfway through this game. 10 of 14 from the field and 1 of 3 from beyond the arc for the junior in the first half. JoJo Cobbs chipped in 6 points, and Charlie Nardone and Dwayne Frazier added 4 off the bench for Manhattanville. So Tyson, you said it. It was all Alex Tucci in the first half. He had a ton of wide open looks down low, and it seemed like pretty much everything he put up found the bottom of the net. And then when he got double teamed, a couple assists to end the half, some good looks down in the paint. And the Valiants look like their offense is clicking on all cylinders here, just like we said, somehow down by 4 points.
Yeah, I don't think Pat Scanlon's too worried about his offense, just trying to get the defense going, which he's hung his hat on all year this year. And, you know, they're doing what probably the scouting report said to do. Allow some of these guys that don't play a whole lot of minutes, shoot the ball, you try to stop the key players. So now you got to just come out and try to stop guys like Dixon, Christie, and now along with them, Gonzalez. But you still got to keep your eye on guys like Ali, Davey, and Mitchell, and make sure you're still doing a good job of defending them as well. And for FDU, I'm sure they spent the bulk of their half talking about how do you stop Alex Tucci.
We mentioned it at the top of the broadcast, the best three-point defense in the MAC Freedom, going up against the worst three-point shooting team in the MAC Freedom. And this has pretty much gone with the trend that we've seen all year here in the winter season for Manhattanville. When you expect one thing, you're going to get another thing. 29% from beyond the arc on the year coming into the game. FDU shoots 67% from three-point land in the first half. And like we mentioned, Dixon, just 10 minutes a game. He loves to shoot the three, and he showed it off in the first half. Dixon going 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. So, like you said, the big key is finding a way to adjust for both of these teams. For Manhattanville on the defensive end, you're not going to see much of this in the scouting report. We know that Pat Scanlon and Joe Busak have spent hours on film preparing for every game, and I'm sure that they did not see some of these guys and some of these sets that FDU is showing here tonight on the film, as they have just done an excellent job of coming out and improvising on the offensive end and getting it to work. So we'll see how the Valiants are able to adjust defensively in the second half. And for the Devils, like you said, Tyson, Alex Tucci, if you watch the game film, you know the ball is going to him, especially down in the low post when he's one-on-one. And he's made them pay so far. We'll see if they adjust and how he's able to adjust with that. He did a great job finding the open man, getting some easy looks for some teammates. We'll see if the Devils go to that double team or if they stay in the zone or go back to a man-to-man defensively, what kind of adjustments they have coming out of the halftime break. Final seconds ticking down here on the halftime clock. It's a 4-point game, and it will be Manhattanville ball to begin the half. The Devils looking to snap an 8-game losing streak and pick up just their 3rd road win of the year. The Valiants looking to improve to 9-15, 5-8 in conference play. They've won just 1 of their last 5 games, so trying to end the year on a high note. So to begin the second half, for Manhattanville, they're going to go with Haggerty, Quinlan, Tucci in the front court, Arena, and Cobbs. The 5 starters on the floor for Manhattanville. For FDU, they're going to go with Mitchell, Dixon, Moran, Davey, and Ali. And we are underway here from Kennedy Gymnasium in the second half. Valiants starting the way they did in the first half, first possession of the half, As Arena got caught in the air, turned that one over, Ali back the other way. Dixon looking down low towards Davey, now Moran. Back up to Dixon, and now it's Davey. Drives towards Tucci and gets the right hand floater to go. 6-point lead for FDU. Arena guarded by Mitchell, the handoff to Cobbs. Back to Arena. Up top now, Tucci, guarded by Ali. Cobbs with 12 on the shot clock, finds Haggerty. Passes up the 3, now over to Arena. Tucci thought about the 3, down low to Haggerty, can't handle the entry pass, and it will fall out of bounds. Possession to FDU.
In case you remember the first half of Delaware Valley, Brian Haggerty had 14 points in that half and then went scoreless the rest of the game. He struggled offensively since his big first half against the Aggies.
Sometimes all it takes is one to get a shooter going. We'll see if Haggerty starts getting some confidence back on the offensive end. See 1 or 2 jump shots go down, and I'm sure he'll be able to get right back in the offensive groove he was in that first half. As the Devils look to add to their lead, Davey, top of the key, 18-footer goes down. And it's an 8-point game, the largest lead of the night for FDU.
And you expected one of those role players to step, or one of the big players step up for FDU. It's Davey right now with 2 consecutive baskets, now 6 points on the night.
Manhattanville still looking for their first points of the half. It goes to Tucci, got the friendly roll around the rim, and he's up to 24, now 3 off of his career high. He averaged 23 last week for the Valiants. And already above that average here with 17:48 to play in this contest, and a turnover and offensive foul away from the ball called against FDU.
Head coach Pat Scalen and assistant coach Joe Basak on the sideline screaming to the refs for an illegal screen. Finally, were able to get the call against FDU.
No foul was announced, so I'm not sure if they called it 3 seconds or what the violation was on FDU, but it was not a foul. But either way, it's going to go to Manhattanville. Tucci in a low block guarded by Ali. Fall away jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out to the key, loose ball, diving for it was Cobbs. Mitchell comes away with it. Into the lane, goes right at Haggerty, draws contact, and finishes at the rim. Back up to an 8-point game and a chance to make it their largest lead of the night when Anthony Mitchell will look to complete the 3-point play.
In case we've seen this numerous times out of halftime, Valiants have come out sluggish, and that's what they've done here so far as they trail by 8, trying to get back in this contest. You can't afford to go on these big offensive droughts like we've seen all year.
Trying to get something going here. Cobbs had the double team. FDU back into their zone. Trying to take away the perimeter shots. And I'm surprised they continue to go to this 3-2 zone Quinlan lets it go from beyond the arc off the mark. Haggerty somehow kept it in, but it goes right to Mitchell. Cobbs forces the turnover. Try to get it back to Tucci. And they're going to say this one touched Haggerty last. And possession will go to the Devils. Just to finish that last thought, I'm surprised the Devils are sticking with that 1-2-2, 3-2 kind of zone look and only allowing 2 forwards down in the low block where Tucci has really punished them so far. Manhattanville has not done their damage from the perimeter, so kind of surprised by that defensive strategy by Peter Marion coming out of the halftime break.
And Casey, they might be going with the old LeBron James technique. Let your star players score all their points, but stop any of the supporting cast from getting any points. So they'll allow Tucci to get all the points he wants, but they're not going to allow any of the outside shooters for Manhattanville to get going.
We've seen the Valiants employ that defensive strategy a few times this year. So nothing unfamiliar to Kennedy Gym. Mitchell spins in the lane, got Cobbs off his feet, and then finishes at the rim. And Mitchell now with 9 points in the contest.
It's been those star players stepping up. Davey and Mitchell, the 2 scorers this half for FDU.
Quinlan thought about the outside shot, gives it to Tucci one-on-one. Trapped by Ali, gets out to Cobbs. Corner 3 on the way, that's good. Cobbs with 3 3-pointers on the night. He's got 9 for Manhattanville. And now Arena the steal. 2-on-1, he'll take it himself and swat it away by Mitchell. Great recovery by the sophomore guard to get back on defense, and he absolutely shut the door on Dom Marino on that one. Dwayne Frazier and Michael Ryan back in the game for Manhattanville. Haggerty and Quinlan to the bench. Entry pass goes into Frazier, up and one. Frazier, the soft touch off the glass, and Frazier a chance for a 3-point play.
After foul number 34, Derek Davey, his second. Team's first. Frazier at the line, 1 shot.
Down to a 2-possession game. Chance to make it a 4-point game with this free throw. Free throw on the way, and Frazier got it to go. A 3-point play for Dwayne Frazier makes it a 4-point game. Now the Valiants will show some full court pressure, trying to set up the half-court trap. Across midcourt comes Mitchell, and now the Valiants will back off into a 2-3 zone. Over on the right wing, it's Mitchell. Behind the pass now, entry pass down low to Davey. Tucci from behind with the block. And back the other way come the Valiants. Arena around the Frazier screen. Up top, it's Frazier. Goes inside, and a blocking call called against Davey on the drive. That's the 3rd on Davey. And back into the game for FDU is Eric Ray, as Davey will head to the bench with 3 fouls. And we'll see if Manhattanville can take advantage, as Davey has been the one to really spark this run for FDU to start the second half. Now checking back in as well is Jordan Gonzalez. He'll replace James Moran. Tucci will inbound for Manhattanville on the baseline. Lob pass into Arena, guarded by Mitchell in the corner. Arena drives right into the paint, gives up to Ryan. Ryan into the lane, left hand finish and one. Mike Ryan off the bench and providing a spark now for the Valiants. Another player averaging just under a point a game on the year. He's got just 8 points coming into the contest. And the 3-point play unable to be completed. Free throw off the mark, but it's still a 2-point game after the layup by Michael Ryan. Now Dixon, deep 3, and he's still feeling it from beyond the arc. That one from NBA range. Got it to go. Now Dixon with 4 threes on the night. Arena gives it up to Ryan. Reverse layup on the way, affected by Ray. Rebound comes down to Manhattanville. And the shot clock did not reset, so we'll get an official stoppage here. As Ryan's layup attempt did hit the rim, and so they'll put 26 on the shot clock.
And that might have been a blessing in disguise for Manhattanville, as they were out of sorts, weren't really together in the offensive package, so now they can set up the up.
Arena around the screen into the lane, floater with the left hand, it's good. And it's 55-52, back to a 1-possession game. Gonzalez now back the other way. Entry pass down low to Ray. He goes to work in Tucci. Tucci another block, and he gets the rebound. Now Arena into the paint. He'll go with the left hand. Scoop layup. It's good. Manhattanville going on a run, and Peter Marion has seen enough. It's a 12-3 run for Manhattanville. They cut it down to a 1-point game. And the Devils will take a full timeout. We'll take one with them. 55-54, just over 6 minutes gone here in the second half. FDU pushed the lead up to as many as 10 at the 16:23 mark of the second half. But since then, Manhattanville has been on fire from the offensive end, 5 of 7 from the field, including a three-pointer. And it's a 12-3 run for Manhattanville to make this a one-point game. 4 different Valiants have scored during the run. And now some more full-court pressure by the Valiants. Half-court trap set up. The Devils break it now into Ali in the paint. He'll kick it back up top, and Mitchell will reset the offense. Mitchell going right on Ryan. Looking down low for Ali. Instead, it's up top. Gonzalez can't handle it. Cobbs the theft. On the break, Cobbs. And again, hustle from behind. And Gonzalez sends it away. FDU has not given up on some of these plays. And you got to give them credit, but if you're Manhattanville, you got to take that ball stronger to the hoop on these fast break opportunities and try to finish with these easy buckets if you want to try to get back in the game.
Yeah, it looks like Cobbs got a little bit lackadaisical on that one, just took his time going up for the layup, and Gonzalez came in for the easy block.
Not sure if he was trying to get his feet set for a dunk attempt, or if he just thought he had a clear lane, but Gonzalez came from behind and sent it away. And Dixon pull up 3, that one too strong. Tucci hauls in the rebound. And back in for the Devils at that last dead ball was Taylor Christie. Christie's got 7. You mentioned him at the halftime break, trying to add to that total. Layup no good. And now Dom Arena will slow things down for Manhattanville here and try to get into an offensive set, a chance to retake the lead. Ryan caught now, goes cross court looking for Arena. Mitchell got a fingertip on it, but that's all he could get as that one goes out of bounds. And Charlie Nardone will check back in now as Arena heads to the bench. And now Pat Scanlon will take a timeout. He'll take a full timeout. 55-54, the score remains here. 12:34 to play in the second half. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Manhattanville basketball on the Go Vans TV network. It remains a one-point game here from Purchase. Manhattanville has the ball out of a timeout, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Nardone will be in the inbounder once we get underway here. Ryan's a chance to retake the lead for the first time here in the second half. Ryan caught, gives up to Tucci. Got his defender off the feet. Now step back three on the way. That missed everything. And a shot clock violation and out of bounds. Either way, it will be Devil basketball.
Head coach Pat Scanlon instructing Tucci, you got to take that shot from the elbow when you have it. You make it a different fadeaway three-pointer. Instead, take the easy two-pointers, give the Valiants the lead.
Totally agree with you there, Tyson. Had the easy look. He was open from the elbow, passed it up. Instead, took the step-back three, contested by two defenders. And it led to an empty possession for Manhattanville. Now Mitchell crossover, pull up, no good, and he corrals his own miss. Up top now, Ray from beyond the arc. That's good. Eric Ray puts it home. The 6'6" sophomore forward. Eric Ray, his first three-pointer attempted on the year. Give him a perfect 100% three-point percentage. Nardone looking to respond. Up top, Cobbs. Thought about the three. Now Tucci will pull the trigger. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound hauled in by Nardone. Second chance opportunity, no good. Ali grabs the board and pushes it up the other way. Takes it all the way to the rim and a hard foul there by Ryan. Stops the fast break attempt by Ali, but Ali will head to the free throw line. A 55% free throw shooter on the year. Ali's first attempt of the night, no good. Timmy Quinlan, Chris Asen, and Don Marina all back into the game for Manhattanville. Second attempt on the way from Ali, and he got that one to go. It's up to a 5-point lead now for the Devils. FDU will drop back into their zone defense. Marina has it. Looking for a lane to attack. Gives it up to Asen in the corner for three. In and out, no good. And Ali the rebound. Ali slows things down into the corner. Three-pointer on the way for Christie. Another three for Tyler Christie. Give him 10 in the contest. And another timeout taken by Pat Scanlon. And it goes from a one-point game all the way back up to 8. As FDU in the midst of a 7-0 run. Just about the midway point of the second half, a full timeout. We'll take another one with them. 62-54, 10:44 to play. An 8-point game here inside Kennedy Gymnasium. Manhattanville ball out of the timeout, 26 on the shot clock. Tyler Christie drilling that last three for FDU. He's got 10 on the night. He had 4 points all season coming into this game. Just one of the many FDU players stepping up in this one.
Yeah, if you're head coach Pete Marion, you got to be proud to see your young players stepping up and getting some big baskets. As now a turnover by Manhattanville, or nearly turned over.
I'm going to say the ball was deflected. 2 on the shot clock. Tucci lays it up, no good, too strong, as he forced the issue there as the shot clock was winding down. And the layup on the other end is good for FDU. I'm not sure the scorer's table really saw that last play as they announced the bucket. Tucci was unable to get that one to go. And now back the other way again, Ali, an offensive foul. Excuse me, that was Mitchell, not Ali. And now they will conference here underneath the hoop. And now the secondary official comes in and they're going to change the call and call it a block on Manhattanville. And now the Manhattanville bench, once again, irate with the call. And I can't say I blame them as the official from the far side of the court comes in, overruled the near official. And Pat Scanlon saying he's done with these officials. He's not even going to argue this one. I have no idea how the far official came over to overrule that play. But either way, Mitchell will head to the free throw line.
You see that with, out of bounds plays where official will come in and say, no, last team touched it, but I can say I've never seen an official that far away from the ball change a call on a foul, especially a charge there.
The only thing I could think of is something we saw in the first half where maybe they're going to say that the Valiants were in the restricted area and someone from across the court saw a foot in the restricted area and overruled it. But like you said, I don't think I've ever seen a straight charge block call be overturned from that far away. As Tucci tries to respond, that layup attempt no good. Loose ball on the floor, jump ball, and it'll go to FDU. And things are starting to slowly fall apart here, but I believe they're going to change the call once again. Now we're going to get a holding call. And it's going to go against Quinlan, so either way it's going to go against Manhattanville. And now Pat Scanlon's got to be careful from the sidelines as he's giving the officials an earful.
Yeah, and Pat Scanlon, generally a calm coach. He'll let the game play out, lets the players do the playing on the court, but showing his emotion here tonight.
A 10-0 run for FDU, a chance to add to it. As Pat Scanlon will have 3 subs come in at the next dead ball, and Tyler Christie. 12 points on the night, a 12-0 run for the Devils.
Have yourself a night, Tyler Christie. He just can't miss. And the young sophomore looking like an offensive threat for head coach Pete Marion.
Entry pass trying to go down to Alex Tucci, knocked away. Just absolutely collapsing on Tucci in this zone defense right now. So a couple subs back in the game. Frazier, Cobbs, and Haggerty back in the game for Manhattanville. Nordone, Asen, and Arena will take a seat. Now Ali will check out of the game as well as Davey comes back in with 3 fouls. Quinlan underneath, unable to get it to go. Second chance and he's fouled. And I believe that may go against Davey, and if it is, it's his 4th. And it does. So now Darren Davey has 4 fouls as he checked back in the game, already in foul trouble. Quinlan to the line now, 2 free throws coming up. First attempt on the way, off the back of the iron, and no good. Timmy Quinlan just a 33% free throw shooter on the year. And Davey will check back out as Ryan Rigby heads back into the game for the Devils. Second attempt, and doesn't matter how pretty it is, Quinlan banks in the free throw. And it's down to a 12-point deficit. More full court pressure. The Devils break it. Rigby looking for help, finds Mitchell. Quinlan top of the key. Swing pass to Dixon. Thought about the 3 up top. Mitchell. Deep 3 on the way. That's good from 3 feet behind the 3-point line. He had plenty of time, could have stepped up and said, drills home the NBA range 3 again. And the Devils, the worst 3-point shooting team all year, has been lighting it up from the outside tonight.
10 points in the half for Mitchell as he's finally got things going on the offensive end. As Tucci will go back to the free throw line after drawing the foul. In case you've mentioned it, three-point land has been deadly for FDU today. Wouldn't think this team's shooting 29% on the year with how they've been performing tonight.
A 15-1 run currently for FDU. They're 3 of 3 from beyond the arc during that stretch. Tucci hits the first, and Dante Ali will head back into the game after a short break. He'll replace Eric Ray. And FDU 10 of 14 from beyond the arc, 71% in this one. Tucci can't get the second to go, and Ali will pull down the rebound. Mitchell. Christie from the corner. That three-pointer no good. Haggerty the rebound. Giants will look to push. Cobbs over to Quinlan. Thought about the swing pass. Now tried to go down low to Frazier. That one was knocked away by a host of Devil defenders. Back the other way comes Dixon. Christie over to Mitchell. Around the screen. Comes back to the three-point line. Now splits the double team. Goes up, unable to get it. Tucci will haul down the one-handed rebound. Mitchell takes it away and lays it in.
I just wanted more right there as Mitchell saw that ball right there for the take and snagged it away from Tucci and got the reverse layup to go. As Mitchell's now really feeling it offensively. 17 points to lead the Devils right behind number 2, Dixon.
Manhattanville has once again fallen victim to a huge run by the opposition. 17-2 is the run for FDU right now. 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc for the Devils. The Valiants have gone ice cold, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc during the stretch. And this is not the first time we've seen their opposition go on a run, Tyson, and really try to put things out of reach for Manhattanville this year.
And that's been the Achilles heel all year for Manhattanville. They've just hit these lapses of about 5 minutes where the offense just can't get anything going and the defense trying their best to try to keep the offense in the game, but you only can do so much on the defensive side before going up against a good offensive team, and that's what's shown here again tonight.
The Giants have shown the ability to go on runs of their own, and they're going to need one here with 7:24 to play, down by 16. The Devils looking to snap an 8-game skid here in this one. And Manhattanville does not want to be the one that they do it against as Frazier puts home the wide open layup. Down low now, it's Rigby. Up top, Mitchell over to Christie. Thought about the three, pump fakes into the lane floater, and again, Christie gets it to go. Tyler Christie, 6 of 9 from the field in this one. Like we said, he had just 4 points coming into the game.
Coming in, he was 2 of 12 from the field, an offensive showcase by the young sophomore.
Haggerty hit on the lower body on the way up by Rigby. He will head to the free throw line. Haggerty is 63% free throw shooter on the year. His first trip to the free throw line here tonight. First one off the mark. FDU now with 3 players above 14 points in this one. Tyler Christie, along with Anthony Mitchell and Rajon Dixon. Dixon and Christie, like we said, a combined 4.5 points a game coming into this one. They've combined for 32 in the contest. And Mitchell will set up the offense. Over to Christie. In the corner now, Haggerty contests the shot. That one off the front of the rim. Ali the rebound, goes up strong, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line. And the Valiants have just seemed to really fall all out of sorts here in this one. Haggerty had actually turned around that was arguing a call, thought the ball was out of bounds, or I'm not sure what he was arguing about on the play, but Christie just saw the opening and put up the shot, led to the Ali rebound, and now the first of 2 from Ali is good. And Arena and Nardone back in the lineup for Manhattanville. Ali a chance to make it an 18-point game. Free throw's good. That's the largest lead of the night for the Devils. Nardone thought about trying to get it to Tucci. Now Arena around the screen to Nardone. Nardone into the paint. Goes up with the left hand and banks it in.
That's what Nardone's known for, just putting his head down and driving into the paint and getting the layups to go.
Ryan's trying to scramble and put the pressure on the defensive end. Dixon three-pointer on the way, no good, and over the backboard. Dead ball rebound for Manhattanville. And now back in is Eric Ray. So some more of these bench players seeing some extended action tonight for FDU. Eric Ray, just his 10th appearance, he averages just 6 minutes a game. So far in this one, already at 12 minutes, back in the lineup here with 5:37 to play. Ryan into the lane, kick out pass up top, Tucci. Now down low to Frazier. Frazier pull-up jumper off the side of the rim, no good, and a foul on the floor as it's going to go against Tyler Christie. And that's the 7th team foul, so Alex Tucci will head to the line for 1-1.
Team 7.
In case we mentioned, Alex Tucci had that fantastic first half, 22 points, only 25 right now, 1 of 6 from the field in the second half so far.
Unable to convert on the front end, and the Devils haul down the rebound. Mitchell guarded by Ryan. Ali over to Christie. Mitchell drives left, goes in, blocked by Frazier, he gets the rebound. Viance looking to push. Arena goes hard, left hand, unable to get it up to the rim, but again, a foul called on Christie. That'll be his second, the 8th on the Devils. And that's what the Vice need to do if they want to get back in this one. Just charge hard to the rim, try to draw some contact. Now they just need to convert from the free throw line. Best way to get back in the game, try to get some points with the clock stopped, and Arena hits the first of 2. Viance just 5 of 13 from the line in this one. Make it 5 of 14. Ali pulls down the rebound. Back the other direction, gives it up to Mitchell for 3. And Mitchell buries it.
Mitchell just trailing around that play the whole time, waited for Ali to get in position. He just tossed it right back to him. He was able to drain the three-pointer.
Mitchell's got 20, a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and now he's got another steal as well, his 4th of the contest. Dixon guarded by Arena. Now Christie, top of the 3, thought about the 3, steps inside the arc, lets it go and buries it. FDU shooting 58% in the second half, and they are just on fire right now. Nothing Manhattanville has done to try to stop this run has worked.
Well above their season average, 67 points a game, 81 right now on the Valiants.
81 points, and like we said, coming into the game, they give up 76 a game. They've held Manhattanville now to 61 with just under 4 to play. Ali into the lane, and a block called on Tucci, and Ali will go back to the free throw line.
Team 6.
In case, I guess you can say this game was just kind of a stat breaker game. FDU, as you mentioned, not the best three-point shooting team in the conference. They light up from beyond the arc. Numerous players going well above their season averages and actually getting career highs as well, and scoring 81 points on the Valiants, averaging just over 67 per game.
And we mentioned the kind of impact a game like this can have when you have some of your bench players that can see some extended time, try to build up some experience for them for next season. Ali hits the second one, make it 82-61. We're kind of surprised. We mentioned it during one of the timeouts, Tyson. Derek Leoner, MAC Player of the Week back on January 9th. Not sure if he's injured or just not playing in this one as Cobbs throws the 3. But one of those players that we thought we'd have an eye on in this contest, 9.3 points per game for the Devils. And he's attempted 130 three-pointers on the year. So far has not played in this one. And the Valiants will take a full timeout, so we will take one with them. 82-64 the score, an 18-point deficit with 3:40 to play. Giants looking to try to put something together here in these final minutes to come back and find a way to win. (82-64 the score here, 3:40 to play. And Tyson, we were just kind of joking about this in the timeout, and you mentioned it. We might as well stop doing pregame notes for these contests because we said it's been a trend all year, all winter. We think we know what's going to happen in the game, looking at the game on paper. And every time we have an idea of what to look for, something else always pops up. Someone steps up for the other team. And it's been the same story here tonight as the Devils have had huge contributions. We've said it multiple times from players that have had very limited minutes all year. Ali, not one of them, and he finishes with the left hand around traffic. Give Ali 10 now in the game.
Yeah, I was just going to look at players to watch. We had Ali, Mitchell, and Lehnar. Ali finally getting things going here towards the latter stages of the game. Mitchell finally got things going in the second half as well to get his offense going. Lehnar hasn't seen the court yet tonight. It's been all the role players stepping up, making positive contributions here tonight for FDU.
And there's no chance we would ever have a player like Tyler Christie on your players to watch looking at this game on paper. Like we said, 4 points all season coming into the game for the Devils, and all of a sudden 16 points here tonight. Rajon Dixon averages 10 minutes a game, 4 points a game. He's got 18 for the Devils.
Good news is, Casey, we at least got the home crowd players to watch, right? As Nardone gets that one to go. Tucci, JoJo Cobbs, and Dwayne Frazier are the three leading scorers for Manhattanville.
Tucci with 25, 2 off his career high. Looking to get above that mark here with the final 2:38 to play, and now a foul on the floor, an offensive foul called against the Devils. Tucci's got 25 in the game, 11 of 20 shooting for the junior. JoJo Cobbs has added 12. And like you said, Dwayne Frazier, 9 points off the bench for the Valiants. They're the top 3 scorers here tonight. So you at least got one of the teams right, which you would hope you would get the team you've seen all year and know what they're going to do. Arena pulls up for 3. That one off the side of the rim, no good. Tucci, the rebound, puts it up, can't get it to go to tie his career mark. And the rebound hauled in by Dixon.
And Tucci again just continue to struggle here in the second half. Only one successful field goal in this half.
And Quinlan, a huge block there from behind on Ali. Now Arena over to Cobbs. Cobbs for 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. And a foul on the floor. And a push-off going to be called here against Dixon. And Nardone will head to the line for 2 as the Devils are in the double bonus.
Devils over the limit. Charlie Nardone on line, 2 shots.
Taking a look at the Devils, Ali nearly averages a double-double. He's got one here in this one, 10 points and 12 rebounds. And then it's Mitchell with 20. Perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. And Dixon, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. He's got 18. Tyler Christie, 16 points, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 7 of 11 from the field. You said it, Tyson, just 2 of 12 coming into the game. Nardone misses the second. Rebound hauled in by Ali, poked away, and now trying to take that away was Arena. And a foul against Manhattanville. That will put them over the limit. Both teams into the bonus now. Mitchell will head to the line. Looking to add to his point total here tonight. Just 1 of 6 from the free throw line is Mitchell in this one. First attempt on the way by the sophomore guard. Off the mark, no good. He misses the front end, and the Lions will take back possession. Arena attacking Ray, kicks it out to Cobbs in the corner for three, and Cobbs drills it from the corner. A 14-point game. Nardone trying to trap Mitchell, he gets by. And now Arena will foul Mitchell and send him back to the free throw line, just 1 of 7. Trying to get the sophomore out of Red Bank, New Jersey to miss the front end once again, give them some life here. If they can get a rebound and head down the court quickly, a 3 would make it an 11-point game, a 4-possession game. And you see that, and it's not quite over yet. Mitchell got the friendly bounce there. It was short initially, but got it to fall down. 15-point game. Second attempt on the way now from Mitchell. And that one's good as well. So 2 for 2 goes Mitchell on this trip. Now Vines will roll this one up to midcourt. Arena picks it up. Nardone over to Cobbs. Thought about the 3. Now Arena drives in up top for Nardone. Reverse layup, that's good around Ray. The Lions aren't going down quietly here. Trying to trap here in the backcourt. Devils get it across to Dixon, now up to Ali. He attacks the rim and he's fouled by Quinlan on the entry. Ali will head back to the free throw line. He's 4 of 6 tonight. The last 1-and-1 opportunity for Fairleigh Dickinson before they head into the double bonus. Ali, 55% on the year, misses the front end, and Tucci hauls in the rebound. Tucci trailing, Quinlan in the corner. Gives it up to Tucci for 3. Tucci drills it, that's a new career high. 28 for Alex Tucci, and it's an 11-point game.
Tucci with only his second converted basket of the second half on that one.
Christie splits the double team, and he'll attack the rim, and a charge on Tyler Christie. And don't count out Manhattanville yet. They have possession down by 11 with 52 seconds to play. Suddenly, there's life back in this gym. Cobbs with it. The Devils back into his zone. That one off the ref. It stays in bounds, but Mitchell comes away with the theft, and now the Devils will slow things down. Ali takes it to the rack anyway and finishes with the left hand. And Peter Marion calls a timeout, not too happy about that possession. And now some more players will come off the bench for the Devils as they are up by 13 with 37 to go. Isaiah Richardson and Charles Van Skalska will check in along with Tamar Brown, all for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like they just used that timeout to get some more of those younger players into the game, get them some playing experience here tonight, as it looks like it's going to be FDU coming away with the victory.
Brown, Von Skalsko, and Richardson, all freshman guards, making their way onto the court for the first time here in this one. Final 37 seconds of play. Tucci will inbound to Cobbs. Lobs this one ahead. Cobbs picks it up, now Arena. Thought about the deep 3. Cobbs takes the dribble, now gives it to Tucci. He's not afraid to pull the trigger from out there. And Nardone is hammered by Richardson on the rebound. And he will head back to the free throw line again. Nardone on the night. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. On the year, he's a 63% free throw shooter, averages just over 7.5 points a game. He's got 11 in this one. First attempt by Nardone finds the bottom of the net. Now Nardone looking to go 2 for 2 from the line in this trip. Second one got the friendly roll over the front of the rim. And still showing some full court pressure here, trying to create a turnover. And a turnover, and Manhattanville gets what they were looking for. And now Pat Scanlon will call timeout and try to draw up a play. If they can get a 3, it's an 8-point game. And we'll see if Marion keeps these freshman guards in the game. It led to a turnover there on the inbounds play. Gotta imagine, Tyson, if Manhattanville could somehow hit a three and create one more turnover, the Devils are going to be forced to bring some of those guys that thought their night was over back into the game.
Yeah, generally when you get pulled like that, you're kind of relaxed, just go to the sideline, think I can just sit here and watch the rest of the game. But then when you're called upon to go back in, you got to retool, you got to get ready to go again because you're getting your number called and you can't make any mistakes out there. So could be a costly mistake by head coach Peter Marion thinking the game was over.
Dante Ali, the only upperclassman on the floor for the Devils right now. Eric Ray, a sophomore, joining the three freshman guards. Lions inbounding this to Nardone, a quick bucket, and just like that, it's down to a 9-point game. And Ali is fouled immediately by Arena, so it is the senior that will have a chance to ice this game for the Devils.
In case I want to point something out about Charles Nardone, talked to him in the senior spotlight. He had an interesting answer for what do you hope to accomplish before you hand up the sneakers one last time, and his answer was that he just wants to leave everything on the court, know that he left nothing behind him and that he gave it his all and that he physically cannot play the game anymore. And tonight, that's what he's doing. He scored the last few buckets for Manhattanville, trying to rally the Valiants.
Ali missed the first, hit the second. It's a 10-point game now. Arena quickly into the front court. Cross court to Cobbs. Tucci thought about the three. Now he'll go into the lane, trying to go with the finger roll. Can't get it to go. Richardson the rebound. And now the Valiants will let the Devils dribble this one out. Ali up to the front court. And a big block there by Arena. Not appreciating Ali trying to go to the rim there, up by 10 with the less than 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, Valiants were kind of, I wouldn't say giving up, but they were going to let FDU dribble the clock out, and the Devils deciding to go to the rack as Ali elect to go for it as he gets the first free throw to go. Can't say I blame Don Marino on that one.
14 points now for the senior from Willingboro. 1 for 2 from the line. Tucci the rebound. And you know Tucci will let one more fly here from beyond the arc. Puts it home and give Tucci 31 in the contest. He's got his career high above the 30-point plateau for the first time in his 3 seasons in the gray and crimson uniform. But it's not enough. The Valiants fall to the Devils here, 90-82. Your final score from Kennedy Gymnasium. The Devils break their 8-game losing skid here against Manhattanville in the second to last regular season matchup for both of these squads. The Valiants will slip to 8-16 on the year, 4-9 in conference play. The Devils now 4-9 as well in conference play, 7-17 on the year. Your leaders in this one, we talked about it all night long. FDU with 4 players above 14 points, 22 for Anthony Mitchell, 18 for Rayjon Dixon, 16 for Tyler Christie, and 14 for Dante Ali. Ali, a double-double, 14 points, 13 rebounds. And for the Valiants, 31 points, the new career high for Alex Tucci. He's got 15 rebounds as well for his double-double. 15 points for JoJo Cobbs and 15 points for Charlie Nardone. And the Valiants fall victim to the Devils here, 90-82. Be sure to check out the final box score, stats, and game recap on GoValiants.com. And make sure you tune in this weekend when the Valiants will host Misericordia University in their final game of the 2016-17 season. Senior Day from Kennedy Gymnasium. The Valiants will honor Charlie Nardone for his 4 years with the team. We'll have the coverage of the pregame ceremony here on the Go Valiants TV network. Until next time, thank you for watching. For Tyson Agler, this is Casey Shermick bringing you the action here tonight. 90-82, the final score. FDU comes out on top.